Yeah.
Right? We were singing the song before we were live. Fagsy, we're upset.
I've been staring at the
Edge of the water.
long as
I can remember
never really knowing
why.
Wow.
I
This is from Moana. It's called How Far I'll Go. Now, I like to listen to this song as I'm on my walks. Because I go out for walks every single day.
Sure, yeah.
I walked 3 miles today, over 6,000
Nice.
steps by
Wow.
10 a.m.
That's great.
It's great.
By 10 a.m.
Do you want me to go right here? Hold
Please.
on. By the way, there's a voice you don't recognize. If you're listening, you're like, well, whose voice is that? I think I know that voice, but why is he in the studio? I'll tell you right now. I'm looking at my watch to tell you how many steps I've done.
Yeah.
8,215 steps,
Wow,
4.25 miles. That's right,
that's
you don't
great.
know how far I walk. Bitch, I walk super far. And I'll tell you, I'm starting with this song of How Far I'll Go because, you know, when we started this podcast, just a few people in the room, some chuckles and some LOLs. And today, let me tell you something.
Tell us what.
We have not one guest, not one great guest, 2 great guests. And one of them was here not on time,
Right.
but early.
Right, early.
Wonderful.
But he is too important and busy to be here this early.
Right.
It's so early, in fact, that he's joined the prayer. And now he's going to sing Moana. Take it away. Oh, good, yeah.
Come on,
bring it down.
I walk every day. Yes.
Emmy nominee, Emmy winner from Veep, Tony Hale.
Hey! Thanks for having me.
And the whole point is, who knows how far we'll go?
God, bitch.
Yeah.
Who knows how far I'll walk?
Yes. And that's a metaphor. You understand?
Yeah, it
for
is.
the podcast, how who knows how far we'll go?
Yes.
I just started a simple podcast. Now I'm doing a big podcast.
Break it
Now
out,
I'm gonna
Ross.
Not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Have you also noticed in that song, and we'll get to you, Tony Hale,
No, please
Emmy
don't.
winner in a
Please
second.
don't.
Moana has priority.
But in this song, there's one part where she goes, I know people on this island, something on this island. And I like that because it's less words for me to remember when I'm
Yeah.
singing along.
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know you could just rhyme a word
You
with the
can't.
same word.
You can't.
Yeah.
And, right?
You shouldn't.
Yeah. My name is Ross Mathews, and my last name is Mathews.
Yeah. Works for me.
Right? Tony Hale is here.
Guys,
This is exciting.
thank you for having
And this
me.
is
Hello.
this is the prayer, and you know we have a theme, a word that sort of encompasses the show and the okay, ready? So the word for this prayer is, because of all the talent we'll have on the show today, the word for this prayer, and I'm grateful for it and filled with gratitude, kiss kiss gratitude, is talent. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3.
Talent. Nice.
Straight talk on 3. 1, 2, 3. Straight talk.
He's the gay best friend you wish you had and know you need.
This is tough love, honey.
Now, here he is, Ross Mathews.
Give me some straight talk, and hold the sugar, please. Straight talk, sounds plenty sweet to me. Now talk to me in circles and some
Mumbo jumbo jive.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the program. We're going to be all right because we have Emmy winner Tony Hale in the house today.
Yeah. Oh, hell.
Oh, Hale. Oh, Hale. Yes. Hale, Tony Hale. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
When they said, the PR people go, are you interested, or is there any way, you're on my list of like dreams, and then you're out doing press for your movie, and
Yeah.
so it just like matched up, and they said you could come on the podcast, and I was like, can you make sure that he Googles which podcast it is, that he knows what he's getting into?
Let me tell you how I know, because
Okay.
my wife and I watch RuPaul's Drag Race,
Oh.
and we're fans of this man right
Yeah.
here.
And now I feel like last week I would have been really intimidated to be here with you, Emmy winner, Emmy nominee. But then RuPaul's Drag Race got 8 Emmy nominations this year.
So Yeah.
great.
Thank you. So
Changes the
if
game.
you think about it, you should be nervous.
Yeah, you know what? Shaking in my boots.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever said. What's your wife's name?
Martell.
Mart-
She's a makeup artist.
Oh.
And so because they look in the mirror and you see them kind of doing the contouring. So our friends kind of got us onto it, and she's fast. So she's kind of got me like how much of an artistry is happening on that.
It really is.
It's amazing. And you've got to go
painting.
to a drag show sometime, a live drag show. Have you ever been? Okay, yes, the answer. And don't ask me twice. I'm only offering it once. But
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
I will take you to your first drag show.
All right.
Okay.
So where do you go?
Well, I mean, I would take you to Palm Springs, but that's going to be a whole weekend commitment, and you're kind of
You know what? I
busy.
take that back. I was in Miami shooting a movie, and they had on the South Beach a bar that was open.
Oh,
and
yeah.
there was a
what's it called on 12th Street? Palace. Salvador knows. We go all the time.
And
Yes.
they perform out on the
the street.
block.
And there was a girl doing Beyonce. And she was on the wall and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tend to do that.
Yeah. So I have been one.
Okay, well then you're off the hook.
No, but I would love to go with you still.
Okay, deal. And bring Martel. How long you been married?
14 years, and our birthday was
Ooh,
yesterday.
Congratulations. Happy
Cool.
anniversary.
And you have a 11-year-old?
I have an 11-year-old daughter named Loy, L-O-Y.
God, you're good with
Cute.
names.
Loy.
Look at this.
It's like joy, but with an L.
I like Louie.
Yeah.
If you ever have another child, will you name it Emmy because you've won one? And I'd like to talk to you about that.
What if I did? You know what the name is? Emmy.
Oh, they should meet my son Oscar and Tony.
Yeah, perfect.
So dumb. But okay, so when you've been nominated 5 consecutive times, the nominations just came out. You were nominated again. Congratulations,
Thank
Best
you.
Supporting
Yes.
Actor in a
Thank
Comedy
you so
Series.
much. Thanks.
Hey, you're welcome. The show Veep is so ridiculously funny.
So crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes it's not as crazy what's going on now, but it's like it's crazy. And I mean, have you met Julia?
Yeah, I was okay. Let me ask you if this counts.
Yeah.
I was in an elevator with her once and did not speak to her because I was so nervous. I just looked at the floor.
I'd say no, you haven't met her.
So is that,
No.
does it count?
She's the coolest person. She would have been totally chatty and
Really?
Yeah. She's really cool.
Let's go
it
back
was,
in
It was
time.
at a fancy so there's a place here in Hollywood and there's a few of them called the Soho House. I'm not a member, but like sometimes you have to meet with this person who's a member and you go to the Soho House.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
in their territory, in their habitat, and I felt like one of these things is not like the other, so I just looked at the floor. So now I'd be like, oh, don't you know Tony Hale? I know
Yeah.
Tony Hale.
Yeah. Good.
And Drag Race has 8 Emmy nominations. I'd remind her.
Yeah. When I'll talk about. Do you mind if I talk about Drag Race a little bit?
Go, take it away.
Because when Sasha Velour, who was one of my faves,
I love that he knows.
when she pulled up her wig and those roses came
Oh,
out,
that was pretty
that was the
epic.
best. Yeah.
guys,
CJ and
that
I
was like performance art.
It was.
That was full performance art.
because she stepped back. I love when artists look at it from like the Google Earth view. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what feeling will I give to them by the
Yeah.
end? I've never done that as a hosting this podcast, producing it. I never think that far, and I was so appreciative. I just go with the flow. I was so appreciative of the thought she put into it, right?
Wow.
And with it in the gloves.
Yeah, the
and
gloves.
she
was good.
earned that title.
And who
Yeah,
was the
she
girl
did.
that she was? They're friends, and she was doing it with
Shea Coulee.
Shea Coulee, but there was another one.
Peppermint?
Yeah. I appreciate their attitude and spirit.
Yes. I love peppermint.
Full of love.
Yeah, full
Yeah.
of love. Because there was a couple. I'm not gonna. When I get names, there was a couple mean girls. So I'm not. I kind of give up. But like, it seemed. At least the editing seemed like mean girls.
Okay.
But the other ones, those girls, I liked.
Have you experienced mean girls in Hollywood? Like, because my experience has been that most people are from out of town and they're like nice, living in the city.
Oh no, I haven't. I've had a couple of experiences where like there's kind of a arrogant, kind of entitled ego happening, kind of a thing, which kind of sucks creative energy out sometimes. But not for the most part, no.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a name, and I hope this person was not one of them.
Okay.
But on Arrested Development,
Okay.
you worked with somebody who I love with all of my heart.
Sure.
Oh my.
Yesh. That is Liza Minnelli.
No, not Liza.
So she was not one of the air suckers.
No. Let me tell you one thing, and
Oh.
I told you this story a long time ago.
Yeah.
She took my wife and I out to lunch,
Shut up.
Oh, it's a great story.
and
Look at the
she told us stories about how much she loved her mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
And,
Mama.
Yeah, Mama. And
Mama.
people, when we were with her, people either thought she was Joyce DeWitt from Three's Company,
Oh.
my mother, or an impersonator of herself.
Oh my God, really?
And the best part is we picked her up. This was years ago. We picked her up in my car, and she sat in the. She insisted on
Yeah.
sitting in the back seat, and because she rolled the windows down, immediately started chain smoking.
Of course.
And I was like, game on.
Did she
Yeah.
ask if she could smoke in your
No,
car?
and I didn't know. She didn't have to.
No.
And then she started talking about kind of her music and stuff like that. And this is, and I didn't really know her
So
music.
funny.
And
What?
I
Say
said-
what?
I didn't really know. I knew. I knew.
Do you want me to sing every song?
But listen.
Okay.
So I didn't know her music, and I said, "Oh, well, what have you been doing?" She says, "Well, I just did this concert at Radio City Music Hall." And I was like, "Wow, that's great." And I said, "Well, what kind of songs did you sing?" And she says, "Well, I sang the song Liza with a Z."
Not Lisa
And
with an
I,
S.
and I didn't know that, and so she broke out in the back seat of my car.
In the car, Ross.
Liza with
Isn't
a
that
Z.
amazing?
And the best part is she's done it so many
Yes.
times that she heard the orchestration, so she was like, Liza with a Z. Bam! The whole car ride.
Tony, that's it. That's what I
Yeah.
it brought it all back to that
Yeah.
night when
I
you
just got
told
the
me
chills.
that.
Yeah.
Isn't it
The
an amazing
full-
story?
And she was so great, and like, she, because here's the thing, she's an icon, as you know.
Yeah, I've heard.
And she could, when I was told that she was going to be my love interest, you know, you don't even know what you're going to get. She was so gracious, so kind, like she just kind of, and she's had a colorful life. And this is the best. Get ready for
Tell me
this.
everything.
This is so,
So she
good.
would.
stuff.
I
okay,
might
so
just hold on, just for 1 second, say this. Just for the kids
Yeah,
who don't
yeah.
know, just a little
Yeah,
of this.
yeah.
If this is a Liza with a Z, and don't lose the story.
But
'cause I
there's
wanna
also
hear it.
that queen on RuPaul's Drag Race who
Oh.
did a good impersonation of her.
Alexis, not Bladel. That's a Alexis
Yeah,
Michelle.
yeah.
Alexis Michelle. We'll get to Liza with Z. I'm at the audience to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to say this. My next move with Liza, next time I meet her, is I'm going to act like I don't know the songs because I
Sure.
go, "Oh my god, I love all your songs." She goes, "Oh, thanks," right? But if I go, "Oh God, are you like what are some of your songs?"
Right, then
I'll
she'll
get a
know.
performance.
Yeah. But get this,
Okay,
she would
go.
sit in a chair, and gosh, she's just so great. And but she would not like this is like a director's chair, like you sit to kind of chill.
Uh-huh.
She would sit like this.
Oh yeah, seen it.
Shut.
Like she was about to break out into cabaret at any moment.
Yes, and what you're not seeing is
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
like
yeah.
you're like
Yeah.
almost your legs
Yeah,
become
yeah,
a capital
yeah.
T with
Yeah.
your body.
And she was just like, I would like a Diet Coke. And I was like, I will get you whatever the fuck you want.
I saw her
Yes.
perform once at Disney Hall here in LA, and she brought out a director's chair, and she sat in that a
Yep.
lot. But then with big numbers, she'd take hold of the chair and
Yep.
then sort of like, no, yuck, no, yuck, and she'd walk
Yeah.
across the stage with the chair kicking, and then just
Yeah.
shit back down with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And she just she's just her moment.
Yes.
It's always her moment.
Man, oh man! One time, I got to interview her one time when she was nominated for a Tony for her one-woman trial. Went to New
Wow.
York, and I had like 5 minutes with her, and
Yeah.
she was serious. Congratulations
Yeah,
on
yeah.
all your success. So she said to me.
Oh my God.
And then one time I was
that's sweet.
walking in New York. Mark, was I with you? Where were we? It was a Pride thing. I was walking in New York, and I saw Liza. We were at New York Pride. What? I saw Liza, and I sort of followed, and she went into a restaurant, and I ordered a bowl of soup just so I could see her in the restaurant. I wasn't trying to be creepy. I was just like, I wanted soup.
Yeah,
It
of
was
course.
100 degrees out in August, but I wanted soup.
You needed soup.
And I just sort of saw her. Wow. So she was just great.
Oh, she was great.
Listen,
And her stories never came from a place of ego. They came from a place of just listen to my life.
Wow.
I love it. In
let's
the
learn
back
how-
seat of your car.
In the backseat
let's
of
learn
my
how to
car.
spell
So
just a little
amazing.
bit. This is
Yeah.
Liza with Let's just
Still,
soak this
a
in.
lot of people call me Lisa.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Liza
My name is Liza.
has a Z in it.
Liza has a Z in it. Well, for instance, somebody will come up to me on the street and say, "Hello, Lisa. How are you?"
Hearing her
Some
talk.
fine thing.
Thank you, but
it's Liza.
Liza.
Or somebody will say, "Lisa, what a nice hat you have on." I'll say, "Thank you very much, but my name is Liza,
And
and that's my,
my hair. See, I mean, I could do. Why am I doing this and not doing that? Like I should do Liza with a Z.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I've been trying to
Just
figure
hold on.
out.
And if you
a
haven't heard this,
final
have I ever played
solution
this on
to
the
whole
show?
thing. I think I've come up with the answer. Jack?
No.
So good.
Now
And
listen.
you know all the words, right?
No.
It's Liza with a Z, not Lisa with an S, because Lisa with an S goes not Z. It's Z instead of S, Lie instead of Lee. Simple as can be. See, Liza.
So Liza did this in the backseat of your car.
It's Liza
Yeah.
with a Z. Holy shit.
And you went to lunch with her, and what did she order?
I don't know, but it was at the Hamburger Hamlet, and it was she told us stories about one time she was in London with her, Vivian Lee, and her mom.
Vivian Lee from Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
And Judy Garland, her mother.
Yeah. And it was just like she was raised on the MGM lot. it's just she's had a crazy life.
Well, thank you for indulging me and
Yes.
telling that, and thank you for saying that she's wonderful. Because
she's
What would you have done if he would have
great.
been like, she's a real bitch?
Well, sometimes you don't know. I mean,
Yeah, you
sometimes
don't know.
you really don't.
I
you know
would've
what?
assumed.
If you would have said she was a real bitch, I would have done the whole same thing. I would have played the song. I would have done the whole thing.
I would have been like, yeah, I figured that.
Because this is therapeutic for me.
Sure.
You understand? Yeah.
Oh, she's fantastic.
That's
and
so
when
great.
we were when I was like the first season of Arrested Development, and her character had to kind of like do tumbles back like kind of stunts. She did her own stuff. She did a back tumble on the ground and all this kind of stuff.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know,
But she always wore her dance shoes just in case. she
her
had to
dance
break
shoes.
out.
Well, who
Yes.
doesn't?
Yeah.
I want to switch gears just a little bit. When we switch gears, I play this. Like
the best podcast.
like DJ Khaled.
Oh, nice.
So I want to talk about Brave New Jersey. Let's
Sure.
go. This is your new movie, but I want to go back a little bit because I studied what this is sort of based on
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
college. War
Yeah.
of the Worlds. So
Yeah.
Orson Welles, this great director, Citizen
yeah,
Kane, and
yeah.
everything. He did this thing on the radio that was meant as entertainment, but there was a little trickery in there, right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
And they were just playing music, and they sort of broke in and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, there's been reports of an alien invasion. We'll get more information when the time comes." Music playing. This is like what, the 30s?
Yeah.
It's a really famous thing, and everybody, they kept breaking in with news and news. It was a play and actors
Yep.
doing it.
Yeah.
But people across the country thought there was really an invasion. I mean,
Yeah.
people started going in their bunkers and freaking out,
Yeah.
and it's become this really famous story. And what your film, Brave New Jersey, is about is the town close to where
Yeah,
they
it's in this place called Lullaby, New Jersey. Lullaby, and it's just this sweet little town. Because unlike today, they just had the radio. That's all they heard. And they heard they were all kind of sitting around because families sat around at a certain time of night and turned on the radio. And then he started, and they all turned it on at the same time after it was introduced that it was fake, that this is fiction. So they all believed that aliens were coming to attack them like 2 hours out from New Jersey.
Like, if you didn't hear the first word, they go, "Hey, here's some fun theater for you."
Yeah.
And then you turn it on.
Yeah.
Screwed.
And it's such a picture of that mass hysteria from media, just like people just going crazy. And now it's crazy as we can figure out if it's true or not, but there's still that hysteria.
Listen, just a little. I just
Right.
pulled it up on YouTube just for the kids who may not know. Like, can we just listen to This is the actual War of the Worlds.
Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater on the air in The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells.
Okay, so that's the part where they go, "Oh, hey, this is a play."
Right.
Yeah.
But imagine you're turning on now. It's just. I don't have it queued up for where it is.
No,
but if
yeah.
you can hear it, just so I want people to hear the context that this was a real thing that
Yeah,
really happened.
yeah.
But what I love that your movie, Brave New Jersey, shows in a really funny
Yeah.
way. It's a really
It's a
charming.
sweet little independent movie, yeah.
I've told you I got the link last night, so I'm halfway through the movie.
Sure.
I'm loving every second of
Aw,
it.
thanks.
And it comes out August 4th, right? It's
Yeah.
been in festivals around the country. Comes
Yeah.
out wide August 4th. But explain to that people. It's like what happens in the town when they.
So I play the mayor, and it's just kind of seeing what happens with these people's lives once if genuinely someone came up and said there's aliens attacking the town and we're all going to be history, kind of what they would do with that last day in their life. And just also how hysteria builds on hysteria. Like someone is like, "Oh, I think they're looking at us." And no one really knows facts, but it just builds this fear and this chaos, and it's actually. Anyways, but it's a really fun.
It reminded me of like Armageddon in that way.
Yeah.
That like people, you have that last day, and you at least you think you do, and you
Right.
know it. And what decisions do you make?
Yeah.
Whose arms do you
That's
run
right.
to?
Yeah.
What relationships do you keep? Which ones do you not?
And the surprises was something you thought something was that it's not. 'Cause
Yeah.
people start clicking off and stuff. So.
And I have to tell you, like,
great.
you're just so charming in it.
Oh, thanks.
I love you on Veep because you're so bumbling, and this character has a little of that as well. But
Yeah.
it's like you're the leading man. You're like the leading man guy.
Yeah, it's kind of fun because in Arrested Development and Veep, I'm kind of staying in an emasculated state. I'm kind of staying in this like defeated state.
I like to keep Mark there. Yeah, so I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Mark.
No.
Oh, that's Mark.
But-
So it's nice to have some kind of journey where it kind of develops.
It's great. So how can I ask you, when you have this, you've had now 2 iconic television shows, Emmy wins,
Oh,
right?
and by the way, it was directed by Jodie Lambert. I want to put that out there.
Oh, great.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
great. Go ahead.
So how do you pick? You got to be really picky, right? When you think about how do I go into movies?
Movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I'm still in the path of, like, I'm so thankful people are even, asking for me to do. I mean, it's, because when I was in New York for 8-9 years looking for work, and it's just that never leaves you. You're just always thankful for a gig. So it's nice to be a little more selective with stuff. But what's great about Independence, it was like a 6-week shoot, and you kind of do it and experiment, and then do something else.
Well, I think it's great. Everybody, Brave New Jersey comes out August 4th. Catch it, because it's just charming.
Really fun.
It really is really fun. You're a big fan of Drag Race. We're both Emmy nominees in a weird
Yeah,
way.
you
Even
are.
though
Yes, you
technically
are.
I wasn't nominated. I'm on a show that was, and that in a weird
Can
way.
I have a question about
Yes.
it. I have a question about it.
Yes.
So when the drag queens come out and they're in full drag, and then they leave and then come back in more, what kind of a time span?
It's a long day.
It's a long day.
It's a long day. You should come. Would you ever come be a guest judge?
Or if I can, yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm going to send Mark sending an email right now. Look at this. What? Wow.
Wow.
Look what I am doing for your career.
You are moving and shaking is what they call it.
That's right.
Thank God you met me, or it would have been a real mess
Wait, so
for
it's
you.
but it's like really, it's a lot of time.
It's a long day.
Yeah.
I get there
do you
at
do?
like 11. It's so fun. I get there at like 11, and then they sort of prep me like, oh, here's the challenge today. And I don't know who the celebrity judge. Like the day Lady Gaga was on, I
Yeah.
found out when I walked in, Gaga. I fell on the couch. I was wearing khakis. What? They let me wear khaki pants for Lady Gaga day?
Yeah.
I would have worn sequins.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
a brother know.
And so wait, how late do you shoot till?
So we get there like 11, and we'll shoot in the early episodes. There was like 14 queens to get through.
Yeah.
We could be there till 1 in the morning. But I mean, you're used to that shooting long.
So do
days.
they have makeup artists in addition to themselves? To
No, they do their own.
Because I
And
tell
they-
you, that work is,
it's extraordinary.
and it's just wild to me how they do something. And my wife has kind of filled me, like even a highlight here makes their nose look small. Just that kind of stuff I think is wild.
It's all, I mean, that contouring and the art. And then think about it, too. Like, they all have their type of drag that they do, but then they've got to fit it into the context of the competition.
Yeah.
Each specific challenge. It'd be tough. Like, I do one thing, right? This
Yeah.
voice, blah, right? If I was in some competition, now what? So now it's Western Day, and I have to,
Yeah.
like, be successful as a country singer? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable what they do, and that's so
Do you
hard.
mind if I ask one more question?
Hey, listen,
when
you're
they
the
have
host.
when they have like sorry, when they have like a dark line here and it's the contour, where does that line go?
Say this again, what now?
So like they contour here and it's super dark, and then do they just blend it
They
into?
blend, and it's a highlight and a blend, and
I
These
it's,
are
love
questions I
how you're so cute. And
These
so
are questions I
interesting.
should have asked my
Asked
wife.
your wife.
yeah,
but
you know, you have someone at home that actually
I
does
know.
this. Can
I know, I
fill you
should've asked her.
in?
They call it cooking, right? They
Right.
like to let the makeup sit so it can cook, and then they blend
And
it
then they
all.
blend- oh.
So I've heard in
Oh,
the
and
streets.
Yeah, CJ. By the way,
streets, I like
this
that,
is the moment
cooking.
that CJ came out to Tony right now.
But what's good is I know that Rue and Michelle love Veep. They talk about it on the podcast all the
What's
time.
the tea?
So,
Oh, yeah.
so you getting on
I
the
want
show
to do
would
theirs
be-
because Tim Simons and a couple of people from Veep have done their show.
Mark, will you send an email to? Okay, no, you're gonna get on. What's the tea too? Look at this.
That's great.
So, the question, and we all know the answer already, but because of everything I've done for you today, will you
Man.
thank me when you win another Emmy?
That's not going to happen, but yes.
Why wouldn't it happen? It could totally happen. Where do you keep your Emmy?
In the kitchen.
Yeah, right there.
In the kitchen next to my daughter's. She has these certificates. We have because my wife's an Emmy winner too because she was a makeup artist in New York, and so they're next to our daughter's certificate of achievements at
Look at,
school.
I
That's
love
freaking
that.
cute.
Nice.
That's precious.
Was that a crazy moment? I
It
always
was a crazy moment.
because I love to watch award acceptance speeches on YouTube. I just because I like to see people in that
Yeah.
yeah,
thing. What
yeah.
did it feel like?
Yeah. Do you know what I loved is I was raised in this children's theater in Tallahassee, Florida, and I was a kid who I was from the South. I wasn't into sports. And if you weren't into sports, it was kind of they didn't know what to do with you. So I found this children's theater that was really a godsend. And so when I got that, I was able to thank that theater.
Oh,
publicly.
that's nice.
that's
And
good.
that was very exciting.
Oh, that gave me
That's
the
great.
chills.
And I bet you
like that.
thought about that if I ever get that. So what I really want everybody right now listening to think and remember and maybe write down is when you win anything,
Right.
thank me.
Right.
I really love my name
Great.
to be said.
I love how full circle this
Okay,
came.
yeah.
Great. Great.
Just, everybody listening,
Great.
just remember.
And Arrested Development's coming back, right?
Yeah, where we start shooting August 1st.
This is great.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
really
you.
fun.
I love
oh,
it.
please, I'm so thankful.
I have
Yeah.
to tell you, it is a big deal that you came here today, and like you were early and
This
so
was
nice.
a joy.
and
A joy.
Thank you for being here.
Oh man, thank you for having me.
Brave New Jersey, watch. I'm gonna finish it tonight when I get home
Sure,
too.
great,
But
thank you.
everybody go. It's out August 4th. It's a great, sweet, fantastic movie based on a really interesting historical moment. So congratulations on the film.
Thank you for saying that.
We'll be right back with Danielle MacDonald from this other new movie that's coming up, PATYCAKE. Everyone's gonna be obsessed with. Trust me.
Yeah.
More Straight Talk on the way.
Is she out there? Because I saw the trailer.
That's what I'm talking about. Yo, check this out.
Now, back to Straight Talk with Ross Mathews.
Hi, yeah, that's me. Welcome back to the program. What a busy show we have today.
Yeah.
You know, usually we start the show with some chit-chat and whatnot, but Tony Hale was here.
Isn't he wonderful?
He is a delight.
Funny.
And I wasn't going to let him go, so we just jumped into the show.
Yeah.
Right.
But I have people to talk, I have things to talk about, things going on with my body. My beautiful body.
All right.
My gorgeous body. There's something going on.
I need to
And I'll
know.
just say, ow.
Okay.
That's a deep teeth. Ow. I'm gonna need one of you to rub me out. Deal? Don't form a line. But we're gonna get to all of that. That's what I know why you're tuning in. But I know people are live in the chat room right now.
Everyone is so enamored with Tony Hale.
Tony Hale.
Loving him.
I
Loving
know.
the Liza story. Everyone's a little bit jealous.
Yeesh.
This is fun today.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
Hey, let me ask. Is it fun today? Yes, it is. Thanks, Liza. Thanks. I'll tell you this. So I'm obsessed with Tony Hale, and that movie, Brave New Jersey, really, the first half at least that I've seen, is phenomenal. But the reason I didn't get to watch the whole movie is because last night I was watching a different movie. I've seen this trailer for a movie that came out, and was it Sundance that it first came out? Yeah. And the trailer sort of hit, and I was like, this is going to be a big deal, this movie. It's just one of the movies that you could tell had so much heart and was so different, and it was a story that hadn't been told, and I made you watch the trailer, Nikki.
And what did I say after the first 4 seconds?
What'd
I
you
was
say?
like, this is a big deal. Exactly what you said.
The movie that I watched last night is called PATYCAKE, but it's the S is a $, right? I'm getting it right. Okay. I was so excited to watch this movie, and I said, is there any chance I could get the star of this movie on the show? And for some reason, they agreed. And here in the studio, and it's a big deal, and I'm going to get to the movie and what my thoughts on the movie in a second, but please welcome to Straight Talk for the first time ever, Danielle MacDonald is here. Hi.
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 Thanks for having me.
So happy. Okay, you don't sound like how I thought you would sound like. What's your accent? What is this?
I'm from Australia.
Okay, you would not know that you're from Australia. Let me tell you something. PATYCAKE is my favorite movie that I've seen so far this year. I think it was the direction is so exciting and new, and I mean, really, someone has a vision. And let me tell you something,
Okay.
Danielle MacDonald, you should be nominated for this movie. I think you're that good in it. Have people told you that?
Yeah.
I think that you should be.
That's very lovely of you.
And I say this as someone who's on an 8-time Emmy-nominated show, RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay,
Yeah.
So I know what I'm talking about.
I know you know what you're talking about.
I'm not talking Emmy. I'm talking Oscar, Golden Globe, SAG, Oscar. I think you should be.
Well, I mean, coming from you, that's all I need.
Yeah.
God love her.
The nomination
She's
better.
adorable.
Me telling you should have a nomination is nowhere near as good as getting a nomination. So don't stop here.
I don't know. Me and my friends would always sit and watch like the Oscars and Golden Globes, and we would sit and watch the red carpet first and listen to you.
Yeah.
So you know, I think it's more important coming from you, actually.
So and you grew up in Australia.
Yeah.
And then you come to Hollywood. You've done just a few films. I mean, you've been working actress, but this PATYCAKE is a breakout for you. And let's tell the people about the film.
The film is about a girl from Jersey who dreams of being a rapper, wants to get to New York. It's so close but so far away. And it's just really about going after your dreams, figuring out who you are. There's a strong storyline with her mother and her grandmother and these 3 strong generations of Jersey women. And it's funny, it's sad, it's about love, it's inspiring, it's got a bit of everything.
I had every single feel while watching this movie.
Right.
Every single feel.
Hooks you right in.
And I love how this movie was also about, it's something I talk about a lot, which is if you can embrace your lane, embrace what, people are always like, oh, I hate this because everybody else has this, or I look like this and everybody else looks like this. But if you can own what you are and who you are and speak your truth is when things start happening. Let me explain why. Because you're a rapper, your character's a rapper in this, right?
Yeah.
In a world that rappers don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
They're a very
definitely.
specific thing.
I do not fit into the rap world.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
And you have unbelievable skills, your character does in this movie, in terms of writing your own material. Really a poet, this character.
Which was all our director, by the way. He wrote every lyric.
Okay, because the lyrics.
Just had to say that.
CJ, let me tell you something. Because CJ appreciates rapping music, and I do too.
Rapping
music.
music, yeah.
Is that music I listen to on rapping guests?
I love
Theater
we
of
the
rap.
best podcast. Podcast. I love rap music. I've listened to all of Jay-Z's 444. I'll tell you this, it's good.
It's great.
It's
I
great.
texted you the morning when I listened to it.
It's great. But let me tell you this. You have rapping skills. And I'm not talking about in Macy's at Christmas time. I'm talking about, you can do it.
Wow.
Did you know you could? Because you weren't a rapper before.
No, I was not. I appreciate it. I like the music, but I would never attempt it. I also could never write my own lyrics or anything like that. Jeremy just had this, who is our director, he had this very strong...
What's Jeremy's last name again?
Jasper.
Jeremy Jasper. Let me tell you how many... we're going to hear about him so much.
Oh,
Jeremy
we
Jasper.
are. He wrote, directed the film, and then he also wrote every lyric in the film. He's kind of a genius.
The lyrics are unbelievable. They really are
Oh,
phenomenal.
yeah, and he would be rewriting up until, okay, we're about to shoot this. Like, these are the new lyrics. I'm like, really, Jeremy? Like, thank you.
And you were,
but damn it is better. I'll do it.
You weren't a rapper before, so you had to audition to rap?
I weirdly didn't audition for this film. Strangely enough, it was a weird coincidence. One of our producers had seen me in another film, put my photo in front of Jeremy, and he was like, that is what I pictured for the past 10 years that I had this idea.
God. So did you know you could do it? The acting you can do. But
he called me and asked me to come do this workshop thing where we workshop 5 of the scenes at the Sundance Directors Lab. And I was like, he called him and I was like, I can't rap. And I can't do a Jersey accent, by the way. And I'm also just, what on earth have you seen that makes you think I can do that? Because I'm not that person at all. Like, I'm not cool enough, basically, is where I was going with this. And he was just like, I have this feeling. I just have a feeling. You got to come out and do it. And I loved the script. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with Patty. And I was like, okay, you know what? It terrifies me, so I'm going to do it. And I did it.
So when I watched the trailer, I thought maybe, because I didn't know anything about it until I watched it, I thought that this was your story. That's how believable you are. I was like, this is this girl's story.
Do you remember any of the raps?
Yeah.
Or did they lose your head? Did they leave your head?
I mean, no, I remember some. Some left my head because they were so fresh, and then some I knew very well.
Is there any, can you give me a line of something so people can hear you do, or is it too weird to go into character?
There are swear words in it.
Oh, that's good. We like that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you 2 lines of just one that.
Okay, good.
It's probably gonna sound terrible. I haven't warmed up. Oh my god.
Everybody, close your eyes. Don't look. Everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Patty and Jerry, we will be legendary from the bottom like sodomy. Fuck the game up missionary. That's so weird.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, Danielle.
It's
so like you.
Great.
Oh my God,
and let me tell you something. I thought she should be nominated for this before. She came in here, and then they're meeting you and seeing who you are. It's so. This is so different from the character.
Oh, it's very different from me.
I'm in love with both, but when you get okay. I mean, when you get a character like that is so vastly different. And I know this sounds dumb because actors, of course, are supposed to act like different people.
Right.
But let's be honest. Erin Brockovich was a great movie, but that was Julia Roberts.
Right.
And she deserved the Oscar. She was great. But sometimes you see an actor create somebody that's so different from who they are. So you didn't know why this director asked you to do it. So how do you get from, you want me to what, to doing it?
Yeah.
It's so bizarre when someone that you've never met before has this belief in you. And he did. It was so random, and he sent me these songs, and I wanted to do it so badly. And so I learned these 3 songs in 2 weeks, and I went to the Sundance Labs, and he was like, okay, moment of truth, can you do it? Just do it. And I did it, and he was like, okay, we can work with this. You've got rhythm. So now we just need to find her voice and practice, because you need a lot of work, but we'll get there. And I did. I practiced. He gave me a different song every week for a year and a half, and I would watch videos, and I would listen as much as I could to all different kinds of artists. I would try slow songs, fast songs, emotional songs, laid back, everything to see what I was naturally good at and where I just wasn't.
How did you do the accent, though? It's one thing to learn to rap, but then also to
that was really
an
hard.
accent.
A lot of people keep saying, what's harder, the accent or the rapping? I'm like, rapping with the accent is incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
But you learn the accent, and then I had to slow down the songs, put the accent in, and then speed it back up again because it's a word. Wow.
And all of that while you're also finding this character's heart. And I'll tell you, all of the work that you put into it, and this is a compliment, disappears. Do you
That's
understand?
good. No, that's really good.
I didn't know. I didn't see any of that. I just saw this person who I was rooting for, who I was in love with, who I related with, and I'll tell you, or related to. And I'll tell you something else that I loved about this movie. It's also showed the setbacks and how anybody who has success or reaches success or tries, there are more fuck-ups than there are perfect jobs, right? And I really just appreciated that. It didn't feel phony. It felt like that would really be your journey. And I actually feel horrible that the audience hasn't seen it yet. It is coming out soon.
When am I going to see this?
August 18th. And I want to tell everyone, please go see this movie because you will love it. And everybody's going to be talking about you. Wow. Okay?
It's
true. Danielle MacDonald. Everyone's going to be talking about her. That's MAC. So on Instagram, Danielle MacDonald, and on Twitter, what is it?
It's DL MacDonald 19.
DL MacDonald 19.
That's right.
On Twitter. Are you ready for this?
I want people to see it because we had such a fun time making it, And if you have a good time watching it, it makes us happy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
please go see it.
People are in love with you in the chat room.
Oh, what are
Everyone
they
is
saying,
in love.
Nikki? What are they
They're
saying?
saying, we love her. She is so cute. She is adorable. Cute as a pie. Darling girl.
Take
she
it
looks
in,
like a
take it
young
in, Danielle.
Fortune, someone said.
Yeah,
Fortune
totally.
fights her a little
Oh,
bit.
you know, we got the same hair.
Yeah, you do.
But get ready. This everybody's going to know your name very,
Yes, they
very
are.
soon.
That's right.
Okay, so get ready for it.
Okay.
And do me a favor. And Tony Hale's agreed to do this as well. Whenever
Yeah.
he's going to win an award, he's going to thank me. And I'm not saying. Well, I am saying it'd be rude if you didn't.
It would be very rude.
So, you want to practice at all?
Oh my God.
Oh, just let the girl practice. Let the dear
go.
Come on, like, give me just like.
Thank you, Ross Mathews, for all of your support of me.
Okay.
Oh, I
Thank
love
you
it.
so much.
I'm okay with that.
I guess so.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. That actually felt great.
Didn't feel forced.
Let me tell you something. Danielle MacDonald, the movie is PATYCAKE.
Yeah.
You played Killer P.
Killer P.
I liked PATYCAKE as a name better than
Yeah,
Killer
me
P.
too. I
I'm
like
glad
it.
they land on that.
Me too.
PATYCAKE out August 18th. You're gonna love this film. Thank you for being here. I'm really,
Thank
really
you so
happy
much
you
for
came.
having me in.
Of
Thank
course.
you, guys.
You'll come back. Bring whatever awards you win, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back with Balls Deep, Nikki B Trending, a Mark Casino story, and much more.
Oh.
This is Straight Talk with Ross Mathews.
Welcome back to the program, and thank you so much to our guests today, Tony Hale and Danielle MacDonald. I mean, literally, I was dying to talk to both of them, and they both could do today at the beginning of the show. And it was one of those things where I said, Willie asked me, and I was like, "Oh, okay, we're just gonna."
Tony Hale thing was like last night at like 8 p.m.
And I really, so that's. I wish I could have watched the whole movie, but I watched it the first time.
They sent me that this morning.
Yeah. So
and there was another guest. We pushed,
yeah. So I'll tell you this: people wanted to come on our show, which is good news. But I felt like I didn't get to like say hi to everybody because we were like right
out the
into
gate,
business.
right out the gate.
It was so fun.
It was fun.
So everyone, just take a breath.
I missed you guys last week.
Yeah, Nikki, welcome back to the program.
I really missed you. I feel like I haven't seen you in 6 months.
Yeah, it's been a minute. My body.
It was like 7 days.
I think my body.
What happened?
My body like
lays over the ocean.
No, my body is a wonderland. It's sort of like it does something like, okay, ready? Have you ever like slept like where you wake up and you're like, this happens, you go ow 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 ow. Oh man, that hurts, and then it goes away.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Where you're just like in a weird position and you kind of go oof, and it goes away right away, and you're like, fuck, that hurt though, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if you went ow 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 ow. Okay, it's not going away.
Oh, it got stuck.
I just never went. It's still here.
It's called a stroke.
It's still no. So I was
There's
like,
a crick in your neck.
Would you look at me? Yeah, there was a crick.
Yeah.
A crick in my neck.
A crick in your neck.
I told Salvador it felt like there was a brick where my shoulder met my neck, and I was like this. I was like, so I was like, is that gonna go away? And I kept trying to push it down and be like, So then I went. And I got a massage at the place down the street where they do. It's not like it's like
No
at the
quick
Asian
release?
place. No, it's not like that.
Not a private room, but like out in the open kind of thing.
No, it's like a private thing, but like it's not like a fancy spa. It's like
Is it the Thai place?
No, but it's like one of those.
Okay.
And in fact, Arlene Cohen, my realtor, said she went to one once and the Palm Springs, and it had a sign that said "No porno," which means that it wasn't like a happy ending place.
Yeah.
So when I went with Salvador, we had side-by-side tables, and we were laying down before the ladies come in. Sal goes, "No porno."
Oh, that's so good.
So anyway, so they do like some elbow shit. I go, just here. Elbow deep,
hardcore.
Hurt so bad. And so then it was like I still had it, but then it was like sort of the touch because it was all like bruised.
Yeah.
So I was like, ow, ow. And Salvador was like, here, let me rub it. I was like, ow, don't touch me because it hurt so bad from the lady's elbow. Right. So then Salvador says, get something called BioFreeze or something.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, okay, but and I'll put it on, whatever it is.
And then,
have you ever put on like a BioFreeze?
Is that like a Bengay?
Where
it starts to
gets
heat.
times 10.
Heat up.
Hot times cold.
Yes.
Times penetrating
Like
your
icy
body.
hot.
It was the most insane. I'll tell you, the only thing that hurt more than that is that after Salvador put it on me, he rubbed his eye.
Yeah. Oh, I did that yesterday with that hot sauce.
Yeah, so we were, I was laying there
I
going,
did that yesterday with that hot sauce.
because Mark, see, this is why, the audience doesn't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so I put it on, and it was burning so bad, and so I'm on the couch going, ow, 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 oh my God, my shoulder, ow, and he's on the couch going, my face.
and then you guys totally did it, right?
Yeah.
That stuff is intense.
Super
Wherever you
turned on.
touch your body, it's going to start burning and freezing.
It says on there, it says, do not use as lube. And I
That's
cannot,
right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever agreed with anything more in my life.
Yeah.
Do not use it as lube. I look at Selena, our new dog Selena, who's just doing great. Her leg is healing well. And I was looking at her as I was writhing in pain on the couch, going, my back. And Sal was going, my face. And I sort of catch a glimpse of Selena, who's like sitting there staring at us. And I'm thinking, like, ever since she's come into the house 3 weeks ago, they cut her leg open. She saw a dog die, and her dad are like, right? And there's like, I'm like, she must be thinking, what sort of loony bin am I living in now?
Can you imagine little Selena thinking that? Oh, you know, this is a Looney Tune.
Yeah,
bin.
where am I living?
It's insane here.
I really but I'll tell you, we're happy there. We're happy. You know where else I'm
Nice.
happy to be here with you, Nikki? We missed you last week.
I felt weird without you. I was back in St. Louis with my family, and my mom's in the chat room. So hi, Mom.
Hi, Donna.
Hi,
But
Donna.
I missed you. I was with family, but it was weird because I was away from you, family.
Yeah.
But
And
I
we
loved
actually
it.
were a
How
family.
was it? San Diego.
So we went to CJ. We went to San Diego for the casino, Sequan. It was a great show, and in fact, I wish everybody listening could have been there.
Right.
We should really like record. We should have recorded it
You'd think that that'd be something I would do.
Next time.
to play it. In fact, CJ, no, not next time.
What?
This time.
Really?
Yes.
Really? I love that reaction.
Yes. On Friday, we're gonna release for free. We have the whole thing. And can we put Jackie Beat's opening performance on there?
It's all there.
Can we put Thea Austin's performance on there as well?
It's there as well.
Can we put when Mark messed me up? Put it on there as well.
I mean, yeah, we'll just leave it unedited.
Great. It is Straight Talk Live and uncut.
We have his
I love
introduction
it. That's
before
exciting.
Jackie Beat too.
Yeah, Mark went out there and warmed up the crowd.
He did 5 minutes. 5 minutes of stand up.
We gave Mark an applause sign to hold up. So he
Shut up,
goes,
are you serious?
Remember, everybody, this is it's a live broadcast, so you're part of this, so we want to hear you.
And he had an applause sign to hold up. Really good. And he went
That's
and he
amazing.
warmed up the crowd.
Mark, can I say something to you? You look super handsome.
Mark, you do. You do. What is going on? What's
Yeah, what
different? What's
happened?
happening?
I wore a jacket.
Yeah, it's like a sports coat.
Yes, nice.
It's a good wash of a jean. And
Where's it from?
Mark can sometimes will wear like a mom jeans on occasion.
It's from the closet of Ross.
A mom. I think it's a scruff too. He's got scruff,
But I
right?
didn't
Is
know
that
it was
different?
scruff.
What'd you say?
Your hair?
Did you say my
He
name?
was asking me the label. I said House of Ross. I think this is one of the ones that you gave me.
I gave you that jacket.
I think you
It's
did.
cute. It looks good. I gave you that shirt too.
Probably.
I did give you that shirt too.
Aw,
Did I give
look
you your
at-
jeans? Because
No.
I like those jeans. Oh, good. Well, you look good, Mark.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, we had a meeting before this.
Yeah.
And then we had good guests coming in. And I'm
wanna
just
look-
like, I'll just keep it on.
I thought
dress
maybe you
up a
like
little
one
bit.
big at the casino and went and bought yourself a new.
Well,
Let me tell you a
wow.
story about that. So we were at the casino, and the next morning we had to head out. CJ and I have to head out, and I go, "Hey, Mark," I would call. Hi. He goes, "Hi, great job again last night. I was at the casino." I go, "How'd you?" He goes, I don't know. I lost like $20 or something. I'm like, okay, well, could have been worse. Now, Mark was a little tipsy when we were leaving the casino.
He pulls me aside and goes, I'm going
Oh.
to stay here. And I was like, what? It looked like something was wrong. He's like, I'm going to stay here and have fun for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Willie, that's hilarious.
I was like, I thought something was wrong.
During the time there, we were, but from the time we started like opening alcohol to the end of the show, it was probably about 2 hours or so, 2.5 hours. And so I didn't even realize. I think I was the only one drinking the red wine, and
Yeah.
that bottle was gone by the end.
Oh, because I had two
But-
drinks before the show, and then I didn't drink for the whole 2-hour show.
But it was, you know, it's one of those things. It was over that amount of time, so I had a nice buzz going, but I wasn't
Right.
like, meh. And then we got down to the bar where we met everybody.
We hung out with everybody afterwards and
Right.
took pictures. It was so fun. Nikki, you were missed. People
Yeah.
were asking about you. So many of you straight talkers were there, and you're such fun people.
Yes.
They are so beautiful, and they came from Wisconsin. They came. I was so
I
impressed
know.
about how they came there, how much they loved the show and loved you. It just I was out there, the Carney Barker out there,
And there were some new people that showed up too for like either Jackie or for Thea. that
Yes.
also came and hung out. Like
Some people who knew who I was but didn't know about the podcast too. I feel like we got new podcast listeners.
Yes.
Anyway, so Mark was fucked up. That's all we need to know. So,
I got somebody bought me a giant beer,
Okay.
and that was like, whoa.
Oh.
So after I talked to Mark, he goes, I did okay. I lost like $20. He called, my phone's ringing, and CJ and I were driving. It's Mark again. Remember? And I was like, it's Mark. Should I answer it? And then he goes,
I did have a big
Hi. Okay, so I still had my ticket for the casino, and I had to go cash it in, and I thought there was like $3 or something on
I
it.
thought it was. I was really drunk by the end of the night, like falling asleep at the machine, and it kept doing
falling
things.
asleep at the machine.
So I cashed out. I thought it was $33.
Let me set so Mark is falling asleep at the machine.
I'm sure.
He thinks his ticket has $33 on it. Mark, how much did it actually
I
have
printed
on
out. I pulled it out in the
it?
morning.
The next morning?
and it was $339.
And how much did you put in?
$20 or no, $40, $20 in that machine.
That's a big win.
That's a big win.
And I go, Mark, how did you not
No,
realize
no.
you were winning? He goes,
Well, things were happening, but
Oh my God.
I was falling asleep. So
It was a penny machine, so I thought it was showing me credit. So it was like 330. So I thought it was $33
right.
because moved the decimal point. I guess it was showing me dollars, which means at one point I was probably up like $400 or more dollars.
You won that much on a penny slot?
I was thinking the same
That's
thing.
impressive.
Wheel of Fortune.
That's awesome.
Let me tell you something. He didn't even know
No,
it.
right.
Did you black out? Did you black
No.
out?
I remember the entire thing. It was just because the beer they got me was really strong, so I had to get like a meatball sandwich, and I really wanted to play this
You have to
machine.
get a meatball sandwich.
And I was waiting for this machine.
getting
Finally, I had a
more and more.
feeling about the machine, and finally these people left. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play. And I was having a great time, but then we had been up at 6 a.m. So I was like, just
Can
done.
you picture Mark just sitting at this machine, trying not to fall asleep, eating a meatball sandwich, dripping all over shirt. I'm a big loser. And a penny slot.
There's like marinara sauce all over the screen.
I did not spill any of the
Sucking,
sandwich.
licking his fingers.
Ew, not at a casino, no.
I just lost $30.
Did you watch the sun come up? I mean, did you leave
No,
the casino?
I left
and
the
it was...
casino at like 2 o'clock.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Mark, what a beautiful story. Thank you so much. Now listen, I'm glad to hear it. Glad you hear it. Willie's in the studio.
Hi.
It's so weird to have him in the studio and
I
not
know.
on my face.
It's kind of fun and exciting.
But it's nice to have you here, Willie.
Thanks for having me.
I prefer seeing you.
What?
I'm sure.
I like hearing you,
Yes.
but I prefer seeing you when I hear you.
Okay. I like to be seen.
Because usually he's in a
Reminds
booth
the
over
people that I
yonder.
exist. Yeah.
Okay, listen. So last week, everybody's talking about this this brand new segment we have. Nikki, you missed it. But
I don't know anything about it.
It was such a hit. Do you remember how Brenda used to do? Brandon, my assistant at the time, used to do Ross Report.
Yes,
remember?
I'm right on top
Thank
of
you,
that,
Brenda. But
Rose.
I'm talking, and he used to report on things going on in our lives. And so I told Fagsy, I said, Fagsy, like I'd love you to have a segment. And every time I'm seeing him, he's saying, I saw your Instagram post. I'm so fascinated by this. Could you tell me what? And I'm.
Lots of questions.
Why am I hearing microphone?
I think there's
up?
a mic. The mic's up in the booth there.
Hey, in
Steven.
the booth, Steven, can you turn that mic off in there? Thank you, kiddo.
Which one?
That one.
Yours.
That you're talking into. Thank you, honey. So, in fact, he's always fascinated by things. I go, why don't you just you can cover anything that has to do with any of us, of the Straight Talkers, okay, or the Straight Talk family. And Nikki, he goes deep. It's a deep investigation.
I saw something in reference to this.
So we call it, of course, 1, 2, 3, balls
Balls
deep
deep.
Got
with
it. Okay.
Fagsy.
Yes. In fact, balls. Balls deep with Fagsy.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, I need to know more.
What?
Give it to me good. Give it to me true. Give it to me hard. Give it to me deep.
Balls deep with Fagsy.
Fagsy.
He's got all the moves.
He was doing
too.
an
With the
interpretive
hands.
dance.
Look
Please
all the
take it.
size of this.
All right, yes, let's go balls deep. Are you all ready?
Yes.
I love this music so much, Ross.
Thank you.
Nikki, I'm so happy you're back.
Me too. I'm
All
ready
right,
for
I'm
your
going
balls.
deep today with Willie.
Hi,
I'm
Willie.
going balls deep with Willie.
Okay, go.
All right, Willie.
Yes.
Okay, being that you just separated,
Yes, recently
divorced,
single.
separated. Okay,
Yeah.
I want to know: are you dating?
Good
Yes.
question.
So you're.
But just like lots of different people.
Oh, good. So are
Yeah.
because I look at you like a relationship guy. So are you?
Russ, close your.
Are you like a wham? What's that called? Wham
bam?
bams. Thank you, ma'am, kind of guy, or do you just want to like?
Fagsy,
have
when
fun?
I said you could talk about anything, I of course assumed that you knew this was all off limits.
Yeah, I think you're.
Talking to my Willie right in front of me about his dating life in front of me.
Yeah.
I had to go balls deep because I'm curious about it.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, but
I'm
I have-
curious
it's
about
a-
it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, Ross. I'm sorry, but you know,
I'm
balls
an
deep.
open book. Always.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to open that book.
I want to know, Willie. Do you have a type?
Crack open.
Not right now.
Ross.
I'm kind of.
You're just open to everything and everything. A Kesha type?
I guess you type in anything type. Yeah.
Would
Whatever
you
strikes
date
me as
Kesha if
interesting.
Kesha was single and was interested in you?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Put that out there.
Yeah, let's put that out
this
there.
is
She's
why,
not single. She has a boyfriend. I think it's a
Oh.
good thing. She's very happy.
I didn't know that.
This is why I wanted
that I
to go
stalk her or
balls deep, though,
anything.
because I kind of wanted to put it out there for him. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh
it comes
my
from a
God.
good-hearted place. He's
Wow,
single.
okay.
Here's
All right.
the deal.
You know?
If you want to date Willie, why don't you email us?
There you go.
My.
Okay.
Thank you.
That might be.
Date Willie as your subject, and
Okay.
send it to Straight Talk with Ross, and we'll just read them on air. Just and
Yeah.
you don't have to commit to dating.
Oh, like
any of them.
accepting dating profiles.
Yeah, so just
Yeah.
it's like
Send
why
'em.
you would want to date date Willie, what your date would
Boys
be like
and
with-
girls. Or we
Yes.
both. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Could
Okay.
you do a dating game for Willie?
Yes, that's what I was thinking too.
Oh, let's have a dating game. Can we have a dating game for him?
Oh, he's
Time
getting
out.
mad. Ross is getting
You're
mad.
all talking about this like it
Sorry.
isn't like you're not
It's a sore
affecting my
subject.
future
So
happiness.
sorry, I forgot.
All right. Can I continue? My
Yes, yeah,
balls
yeah,
are
yeah.
itching to go.
you
All right. So I know the answer to this, but I want you to say it.
Okay.
Willie, where
Yeah.
is the best place to meet girls?
Where's the best place to meet them?
Yeah.
Usually people's houses, like parties, where like you meet new people.
And
like,
that's
big
not the answer I was looking
social-
for.
What's the answer?
The bedroom.
Where else is a great place to meet girls? We talked about it.
But I don't. What
Gay
did we say?
bars.
Oh, gay bars.
Oh,
yes, yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
duh.
Yeah.
That is a great place.
Willie.
Yeah. All the girlies with their gay best friends. There's a lot of, and
All right.
that was why I was pride.
So I'm done with
Okay.
balls deep. So he's single, ready to mingle.
Yeah.
And we'll have like a little poll or like a little thing for him, right?
People can write in.
I love that.
Okay.
Okay, Nikki, I want to go balls deep with you, girl.
Okay.
All right. Vacation. I want to know what you did.
Oh my gosh, it was really lame. I went and saw fam. I mean, it's not lame. I loved it, but it's not going to sound exciting. I went and hung out by the pool, went to Aunt Jackie's house,
Aunt
ate
Jackie.
fried food, had Ted Drew's ice cream, brought my stepkids.
Anybody else picturing Aunt Jackie from Roseanne?
That's my favorite character.
So you just hung out and had a nice, relaxing time
Really
with family.
nice, relaxing time, and
I
I
like
love
that.
when my family here in LA can combine with my family in St. Louis and like become a little unit together. It's warmed my heart.
That's
It was
really
good.
nice. And I like the ranker spot that you posted on social
thank
media. That was
you.
really cute.
Thank you
I really
for
like
that.
that. Okay, so Ross.
Yes.
Hold
on, I'm going to stretch.
I saw that you, my friend, went to a wedding in Malibu.
I did in Malibu.
Malibu.
Next to you. Yeah. I was at a wedding of Michael Cox, who
Yeah.
was the talent producer on Chelsea Lately. So
Mhm.
when you
Okay.
all the comics that would come
I
on,
love
he would
that.
sort of produce you and say, okay, here are the topics. What do you think for this? What are you going to do for this? And I give her the joke. You go, that's great. You're going to move on.
Yeah.
And he was a great guy. And a lot of the Chelsea Lately people were there. It was a great wedding.
I love that it was a reunion for you like that. Yeah, it was beautiful. Okay, I want to know something. Being that we were just at the casino, the live show, I want to know what was the most challenging thing for you? What is the most challenging thing for you as far as a live show?
Doing it at all. I'll tell you this though, the whole thing is fun, but that microphone is still open. Can we hear it? I hear it. Okay.
Where's that coming from?
I don't know, but
The
we
background
heard
of the
something.
music?
I don't think so. Anywho, but I wanted to get back to something because this wedding was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was really gorgeous, but something I noticed, and I made a mental note to think about how I felt about it. And so I'm glad you brought this up. Thanks for going, Balls Deep.
Oh, you're welcome. I love balls deep.
When they invited to the wedding, they said, "Are you going to come? How many of you are coming?
Yeah.
And do you want the chicken, the fish, or the chicken, the beef,
Yes.
or the vegetarian dish?"
Right.
Okay. And I am not talking smack about anybody's wedding, but I'll tell you this:
What?
the day that I chose that, I was in the mood for the beef.
Oh Lord, have mercy! You are so not doing this.
But 3 months later at the wedding, I was in the mood for the chicken.
Okay, I like that. That's funny. Yeah.
No, and I was just like, and
thought
I
about
was
that.
grateful for a meal. I was grateful to be there. I was happy for the couple. But I was like,
I have a solution for that.
But let me talk more about how I feel about it. I just was like, I thought, I don't ever want to be held accountable to how I feel now, 3 months from now. Okay? Right now, I'm still willing to pay Mark as my manager. I'm probably not going to be willing to do that in 3 months. You know what I mean? So, like, we are such different people 3 months from now.
That's right.
That's why
we're always
every wedding should
changing.
be buffet style.
Imagine you go to Chili's.
that's
Imagine
right.
you go to Chili's in January and they go, "Can I help you?" And you go, "Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have the chili
That's right.
and a wedge salad." And they go, "Great, come back in 3 months and we'll have that ready for you." It doesn't work like that for a reason.
Let me ask you, for your wedding, when and if you get married, where
Chicken
you're going to get
fingers.
married?
I'm letting everyone know right now. Chicken
Yeah,
fingers. It's going to be
chicken
at the wedding. It's going to be a chicken
fingers.
finger bar. So
Yeah.
hey, you should be. And by the way, who's never in the mood for a chicken finger?
That's right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Every mood is a chicken finger mood.
You ordered 1 million.
Ross,
so
They
what
came
happened at
back
the-
after the show?
And this is maybe a deep tease, but what if you could feed Nikki? We had a dream date on the live show, and part of the dream date they got
my
chicken
gosh.
fingers. But it's rude to eat chicken fingers in front of everybody. So what would I do? What if? And this is a tease for the live show. When you
Okay.
hear it, chicken fingers for
all
everybody in the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
And
because I
they-
love them that much.
And they ate them up. Like I thought, because I had a tray, and
Oh,
I was,
yeah.
you know, I thought they would be like, no, but they all
Oh,
took
yeah,
it.
no,
They're
they
like,
were
"Give me
gone.
some." It was
Yeah.
gone and fast. I'm wow.
Ross,
They
the
were gone.
solution is
Yes.
if you're going with somebody like you in Salvador, you just each order one order the chicken, one order the beef, and then you guys can share.
Wouldn't you think that?
Yeah.
But he was in the mood for chicken too.
Oh,
and he
Lord.
chose
You guys
chicken.
are high
But
maintenance.
you have to. That's what I'm saying. You have to. You plan ahead, and that way you know that you each gonna get something. You try
Nikki.
different
What
things.
if at the
Never order
podcast
the same
somebody
thing.
said, "Hey, it's real nice that you offered chicken fingers, but I'm in the mood for beef kebabs." You'd tell them to F off.
Ribs.
No, I would say I completely understand.
No,
I
you would
say,
probably, yeah.
I would say, listen, I get it. How in this moment you have a specific
Yeah.
mood. You have a craving for something specific.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, all I'm serving is chicken fingers, but I respect your craving in this moment.
Oh my God.
It's not right. It's not
Yes.
like I said 3 months ago. Hey, at the live show in San Diego, you want ribs or chicken? And then when they showed up, I only
No.
fed them ribs.
You are crazy. This is crazy. Hashtag gratitude.
I am. I could not be more clear about
There's,
how
there's
grateful.
no other way to do it, though.
I am so grateful,
Right?
and the wedding was beautiful, and
It's
I was
sad. It
great, and
looked
it was
beautiful.
and the beef was delicious. but
But
I
it
just
wasn't
I was
chicken.
looking at the chicken
It's a
going.
chicken.
But
And
remember,
then-
you're not at the wedding to eat.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
That's right.
Every time I go to a goddamn
Eat
wedding,
and
I'm
get
drinking and I'm
fucked
eating.
up.
That's right.
I don't give a fuck.
That's right.
Get shit faced and eat food.
Fuck that.
But you know, they're sometimes they're willing to change the dish when you're there. If you say, "I'm not in the mood, can I have chicken?" Aren't they willing to give you?
Oh, and then this happens. Did you see Ross?
Oh yeah, that's right.
He totally asked for chicken.
Can you believe
They
it?
make extras of each that when we
he
did our wedding.
ordered the beef. What I didn't know you at your wedding. What'd you serve, Mark?
It's kind of the standard thing. You do usually a red meat and a white meat and a vegetarian. So you can do beef and fish and a vegetarian, or beef and chicken and a vegetarian. I honestly don't remember. It was a really good restaurant, but the restaurants do make more of each. There's a buffer because they know people change
Like
their
that.
mind or whatnot. So you could have
It
changed
just-
it. Nobody would have known.
And I'm not judging their wedding. It was just a mental note for myself of like, I wonder when I have my wedding if I'll do this
Yeah.
and how I'll get around it. You know,
Buffet style.
I can't. I am a buffet kind of
Yeah,
guy.
you
That's right.
are.
Willie knows me. I'm a buffet
I had a
kind of
taco
guy.
bar at mine.
You did see?
Yeah.
You had a
Willie,
I like
and,
that.
And yet,
Yeah.
Willie, you're dating other people.
Yeah.
He's out and about.
It's a different kind of
Man
taco
on the
bar.
go. Okay, back to balls deep,
Thank you for
please.
catching that.
Ish.
Ross, so what is your favorite thing about doing a live show?
I love the people, meeting the people, getting out there, saying
Yeah.
hi to people. I love hearing them. I love gauging the tone of the speed of the thing, looking at their faces. And then my absolute favorite thing is, aside from seeing people cheer Mark's name, which makes me laugh,
Yeah.
is meeting everybody afterwards.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
that's great because then
yeah.
you really see it. You really
Yeah.
feel it right there. Okay, there's a lot of talk. You know, you see it all the time on the Facebook page about people want you, the show, to come to their city.
Yes.
Okay, so is there, in the realm of possibilities, a world tour? Straight Talk with Ross world tour, nationwide tour?
Mark?
I'm actually having a discussion with an agent next week about seeing if we can book a tour of Straight Talk.
Great.
Wow.
Can I come?
That's fantastic.
Can we get a bus?
Yeah.
Can I? Are you gonna
bus
have chicken
tour.
or fucking beef? You gotta
Yeah.
figure that out now, though.
What would be the first city you'd want to go to, Ross? Like, what's your dream city? Like, if you had a choice.
San Francisco.
I left my heart.
Next would be Chicago. Chicago.
That hell of a town. Oh, I love it. I just love it.
I'd go to Dallas.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do DC.
I'd do DC. I'd do Seattle.
Seattle. Seattle.
Do New York. New York.
Would you want to do Seattle, or would you want to do that theater that has a seat named after you in your
It's not
town?
named after me, darling. It's just a plaque with my name on it. At the
sorry.
Lincoln Theater in Washington, where I debuted, kiss, kiss, as Bilbo Baggins and the Hobbit in
Bilbo
92. People are still talking about it.
Thank you so much. One last question for Balls Deep. So I see, you know, when you're at the gay bars and out and about with Sal,
I rarely go to gay bars, but yes.
Yeah, well, you know, I see that you're wearing Birkenstocks.
Oh yeah, I wear them today.
And I see a lot of people commenting about them. Like,
I
oh
wear
my
them so
gosh,
much,
they're
look, tan line.
Okay.
On my feet.
I want to.
You do?
I love that you wear Birkenstocks because I wear Birkenstocks.
I noticed you're wearing today.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
And I'm too old to lift my leg up. But I just wanted to bring that up because a lot of people are judgmental with Birkenstocks.
Yeah, I know,
Did you
'cause,
get that? Do you know that? They're
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
see.
he's wearing Birkenstocks.
Well, I feel bad for those people, and I'll tell
I
you
do
why.
too.
I grew up in Washington State. We were Birkenstock people,
That's right.
And then, but then I stopped wearing them for a very long time. And then my friend, Mr. Turk, who's Jonathan Scow, who's married to Trina Turk, they're friends of mine.
Mm-hmm.
They live in Palm Springs. He started bringing Birkenstocks back before anybody, right? He would wear them, and I was looking at them. This is like 3 years ago, and I was like, that looks just like so comfortable and so chic.
Right.
And then they started putting them on their models with their clothes,
Yeah.
and so then I ordered a pair like 3 years. Not this, it was a different style. And I started wearing it, and I told Sai, I go, I don't give a flying fuck. I love wearing them. I'm just going to start wearing them. And then I got this style, and then I have them in black, and I wear them all the time. And you will notice in the sort of design world,
Yes.
everybody's wearing
That's
them.
right.
And I'm not saying
That's
I
right.
started that. I followed that. But I'm there, and I'm proud. And when they go out of style, I will continue to wear them.
Are they a pricey
This is why.
So they have ready. These leather ones are about $100,
Yes.
and then they have rubber ones that are really good. It's like a faux leather with a
Yeah.
rubber sole, and they're about $29.
But this is why I love you, because what you just said, if they were out of style, you'd wear them. Like, that's how I am. Like, I want to wear anything that people are making fun of or that's not in style. I want to wear it.
I don't give
you know
a
what
shit.
I mean? I don't give a shit.
I mean, I draw the line at a croc.
I love you.
I draw the line at a croc.
But
I'm
I've
not
worn
wearing a
Crocs
croc.
too, but I don't like Crocs. Like, if
I-
I liked them, I wouldn't care about them.
My feet sweat in a croc. 'cause
They
it's just-
sweat, they
it's
don't
like-
ventilate.
And Nikki, I apologize, but it's like a microwave kind of shoe. It's just how it
It
sort of
is.
heats you up.
That's a great way to put that.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so, yeah, that's my...
I feel like a Birkenstock is like the UGG of sandals.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
That's a good
CJ.
That's a good way to put it.
CJ, they're so comfortable, and I don't give a flying fuck. I know that I look like I sing
Hold
about
on.
granola in
Oh,
indie
you guys, I'm
lesbian
sorry.
band.
It's 1997. They're calling for your Birkenstocks.
Oh my
See?
god.
That's the judgment I'm talking about.
Oh, hold on.
See?
It's 1996 calling for your choker.
Straight for the jugular.
Straight for the choker.
I know.
Get it, girl.
I'm sorry. Hello?
Oh my gosh.
Let's go back one more year.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, this is Pussy Finger? You need a Band-Aid?
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm scared. I quit. Because you fight me.
I know you.
I love you. I quit. I'm done. No, don't.
Okay.
His face is getting ready. He's revving up for a good one.
See it? His eyes look like devil eyes.
Oh, that was good.
Nikki, you win, I guess, then.
Okay,
Because no,
thanks.
that's all we're going to do. Fagsy, do you have I'm not going to hurt Nikki's feeling. No, I'm not going to.
I have one more balls deep.
With your painted fingernails.
I was fascinated with CJ.
Stretch.
When CJ.
Will you tell everyone? I want you to say stretch. Stretch, CJ. This one's for you.
Stretch, CJ. This one's for you.
Before every balls deep.
Okay,
when you
yes,
turn over,
stretch,
okay?
stretch.
I didn't really have anything to
Stretch it
bring
out,
you with.
CJ. This one's for you. I was fascinated. Okay, you haven't seen Funny Girl, and you haven't seen Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by that. Is it? Do you not like Disney movies or animated movies? Is not just not your thing, or like what is like? I was surprised. I mean, I thought everyone saw Funny Girl and everyone's seen Beauty and the Beast. So I was just fascinated why you hadn't. You just no interest.
I wish I had a deep answer. Just didn't give a fuck.
There you go. What's your favorite Disney? I love Disney animated movies.
Thank you for asking. I think The Lion King is the best Disney movie ever made. Okay, and I also happen to enjoy Aladdin. I also
Yes.
happen to enjoy The Little Mermaid.
Wait, you know what?
She's
I
a
will
whore,
say,
though. I'm sorry. Can I just say, Little Mermaid is a whore.
Why?
I don't like her. She's a bad role model for the girls because let me tell you, she left her entire kingdom for a man. Who does that?
A smart bitch. But can I say, like, just my point is that it's not a Disney movie, but my favorite animated movie is An American Tale.
Oh, it's a good one.
With Bible?
I like that. That's
Like, I've seen it a million times as a kid, and that movie
Breaks your heart.
the best song ever to sing.
Which
to
one?
look out of a window somewhere out there.
I forgot
about Five
that
Foot Goes
song.
West?
Out, sing it with me.
Out there beneath the pale moonlight, one's thinking of me
And what?
and loving me tonight.
This is why I like Balls Deep, because who the fuck would have thought that was going to happen? That's Balls Deep.
Balls Deep with Fagsy. I want to know more, so let your balls out. Teabag fun time. It's time for Balls Deep with Fagsy.
Thank you, Fagsy. That's
Oh, you're
Balls Deep. Now,
welcome.
if you have a suggestion or a recommendation for
Yeah.
Fagsy to go Balls Deep, go ahead and email Ross at Straight Talk with Ross. Title it Balls Deep with Fagsy, and I will forward it to Fagsy.
I love it.
Sounds good.
You're going to have to adjust
Yeah.
your spam folder.
Oh. That sounds like it's gonna
balls.
hurt.
It's gonna hurt my balls deep.
You adjust your spam folder.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my
Hey.
God.
Oh.
I'm bringing you the news. These stories I'm sending
Out to all my peeps.
It's Nikki be trending.
Yes, Nikki, what's trending? And will you be diddling a riddle?
I am so diddling your riddles today.
Riddle diddle bish. Another one
What's that move? Can anybody do that?
bish.
Yeah.
Diddle bish.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
What is
Figure
that
it
move?
out,
I
bish.
don't know.
From another riddle that we stumped.
Okay.
All right, here we go. I have prizes.
What is what? But they don't know what is what. They just know what. They don't know.
Okay, everybody. I have prizes today.
They just
Oh, we're gonna keep.
They don't know.
But they don't know what is what. They just strut.
What the?
Nikki, riddle or diddle?
I fucking love that his songs are like they're almost as long
Some
as
go
yours.
on too long.
Nikki, please.
We
Nikki,
love you.
we need to move on.
When?
Riddle, diddle.
Okay.
It's that time again for a Nikki riddle. Put your thinking caps on, Tuckers. Okay. Kiss, kiss, and riddle, diddle, mumbo jive. Your brain will be in overdrive. It's time for Nikki riddle of the week. Kiss, kiss.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Hurry, please.
Okay. Getting ready. When can you add 2 to 11 and get 1 as the correct answer? Get your brains working.
When can you add 2 to 11 and get 1?
Is the correct answer. And I have some Benadryl.
Oh, good. So we all
I got it.
Or
Oh, that's
treats.
good stuff.
I got it.
Benadryl.
Mark always gets these. What?
Mark.
11 o'clock, 12
O'clock,
o'clock,
1 o'clock. You're
Wow.
correct.
Oh my God.
5, 6, 7
I'm
o'clock.
impressed.
8 o'clock. Rock.
Raisinets. Oh, Mark.
Oh, candy.
Thank you.
All right, Nikki. Next one.
Hi.
These are, you gotta kind of use your brain, kids. How do you,
What's up, Nikki?
So what happens when you go away for a week?
oh, this happens
Yeah.
every week. How do you make,
Please hurry.
sorry.
Go.
How do you make the number 7 an even number without addition, subtraction, multiplication, multiplication?
You remove the S.
Which is
Even.
I knew it was in that bar.
What'd you give me?
Newton's are cake and fruit.
Fig Newton.
Bitch, what you call me?
A fig.
We don't use that word anymore.
Okay, Fagsy's here.
Here, Fagsy, take the fig.
Oh my gosh. Fruit Newton.
Fruit Newton. Okay,
My new stage name.
a mother has.
Nikki, please hurry. Time is almost up.
A mother has 6 daughters. The first one was watching television. The second one was sleeping. The third one was at school. The fourth was playing chess, and the fifth was playing his phone with his phone. What was the 6th daughter doing?
Please repeat it.
I feel stupid when you ask that.
A mother has 6 daughters. The first one was watching TV. The second one was
How many
sleeping.
daughters? 6.
A mother
Wait.
has 6 daughters.
Okay.
The first one was watching TV. The second one was sleeping. The third was at school. The fourth one was playing chess, and the fifth one was playing with his phone, or her phone. What was the 6th daughter doing?
I don't
Mark is gonna get this. I can see his brain fucking working.
Mark.
I don't.
Think about the things that the daughters are doing.
Well, like everyone listen to Mark think. Mark's doing the math. 6 daughters.
I've got good
6
prizes.
daughters.
Go through what they're doing again?
Watching TV, sleeping, school, playing chess, playing with her
Oh.
phone.
Swing chess with the other one.
Yeah, Willie!
Willie!
Oh my God.
Oh my
There needed to be a
gosh.
2-person activity.
Nice.
I finally got one after all these weeks.
He diddled
What
the
did I
riddle.
get?
Grandma's chocolate chip cookie, a
Oh.
fruit snack, or an Oreo candy bar?
Oreo candy bar immediately.
I should have given him Mark choices.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna eat this right now. It's so
All right, I have 2 more.
Hey, CJ, he likes chocolate with white in the middle. All right.
Peppa's Big Brown Log.
Oh, yeah.
But it's also got like some little like cookie pieces inside.
Chlamydia.
You get 2 clues for this riddle.
Chlamydia.
Nikki, please focus. Come on, Nikki.
You get 2 clues for this riddle. It can be green, black, or even sweet, And the second clue is, it sounds like a letter. What is it?
Green, black, or sweet?
I don't know.
It can be green, black, or sweet, and
Fagsy
it
just
sounds
got
like
nervous.
a
He's like,
letter.
No.
We're focusing green, black, or sweet, and it sounds like a letter. CJ.
Chlamydia.
No.
It can be green,
that's
black,
incorrect.
or sweet.
Nikki was sipping when you said that. Now her mouth is
Got
full.
it. Got it.
Mark
Oh my
has
gosh.
it. Everyone listen.
T.
T is correct.
Wow, Mark.
And in honor of that,
right.
here
Impressive.
is 2 leaves tea and some fruit snacks.
Oh,
This is all shit I found in my purse on the way here.
Put your thinking caps on, straight talkers.
Okay.
Kiss, kiss, and riddle, diddle, mumbo drive. Your brain will be in
Overdrive.
overdrive. It's time for Nikki Riddle of the Week. Kiss, kiss, and good luck.
That was fun. I
Thank
liked
you,
riddling.
Nikki.
They're fun. They get your brain working. And CJ, watching you eat anything is just
Wait a minute. I just ate some. You didn't watch me eat it.
Shh, we're watching CJ. Yeah.
tea leaves.
Could you feed Willie? Can you feed Willie a piece of chocolate? Please, CJ, please. It's been too long since we've
handed
done
me a
it.
bag of raisins.
Please, please.
Put it in my mouth, CJ.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CJ's gonna feed Willie a piece of a candy
I'm not
bar.
gonna get up. I'm gonna sit
Candy
here.
bar. Peppa's big brown log in Willie's mouth. Peppa's big brown log in Willie's mouth. Peppa's big brown log in Willie's mouth. Yeah. Eat it. Woo-hoo.
Willie should take his shirt off.
Oh my gosh, Willie.
This is happening. So, and Peppa's here.
So good.
Thanks. That
that crunch
was
in there.
That was.
DJ's milk.
I'm still processing it.
From his car.
The way he says cock.
Ross wants the milk.
Oh my God.
From CJ's car.
Oh, that's
That's so weird.
Somebody sent that in. Thank you. Really, really
Phenomenal work.
Really
Phenomenal work.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, my God. Ow. My Willie's so dry.
Ew.
Even I was grossed out by that one.
It's just a little. It's a little Buffalo Bill. You
Hey,
know.
Willie. Hey,
Hi.
Willie. Hi.
Hey. It's fun to be in the room with you guys.
Yeah.
My favorite place that song was featured, beginning of Adventures of Babysitting. I think I've said that before, but I'll say it again. Elizabeth Shue,
Yes.
To Die For.
Do you remember when Willie kissed me?
Oh, how could I forget? How could anyone forget?
And you're welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Nikki, that was fantastic. You
But
thought.
I'll tell you this, Nikki. Don't be so proud of yourself, because it's not like I sit around and think about it all the time.
How many times did you write my name in your diary? Did you underline it a bunch, different sizes?
Mrs. Ross on Ross's face.
On my face.
On my face. Hey, Willie.
Hey.
What's Willing? Let's free that Willie.
I got a new episode of my podcast, Motivation Report.
Oh, really?
We talk about the romantic era because I think that the world is much in need of some more romanticism, and not necessarily like flowers and candles and chocolates, but things like poetry by John Keats and Percy Shelley and all these kind of things. So we have a discussion about how if we get in connection with nature, we'll be in more connection with ourselves. And therefore, we can help each other if we're more in tune with who we are. Yeah.
I love that. And what's the name of your podcast?
It's called the Motivation
The
Report.
Motivation Report.
Yes.
Now, is every Free Willy going to be a plug for the
No,
Motivation Report?
because there. You told me to do it, and I haven't done it for weeks because I've been on break.
I would love to every day do a plug for you, but I don't
me.
want. Yes, here's what I would love to do.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, Willie,
Yeah.
I'll never complain when you plug me,
Okay,
okay? But
okay.
what I would love is a little lube but when you do it.
Sure.
So it's like, oh, hey, here's my Free Willy. This is what I think about
Well,
this.
I was
Thank
gonna
you
say-
so much. And then ready? By the way, my new episode of my podcast coming out.
See, because the second thing I was going to say is because has another single out
Oh.
that you should all listen to because it's really fucking fun. It's called Woman.
Oh.
And the chorus is, I'm a motherfucking woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Very
all
high
she
energy,
needs to say.
totally different than the other one. Very positive.
Could you cut me you saying I'm a motherfucking woman?
Yeah.
Just because I'd like to incorporate that into our love making.
Sure.
I wonder where that would
Yeah.
go. That'd be sort of fun.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
If you got to have sex with Willie,
me,
not saying that you haven't already,
I did.
but if you got to, but you were forced to use biofreeze as the lube, would you do it?
I wouldn't do it. That
Good
would be painful
question.
for me too. Why don't I get a choice in that?
Because
That's fantastic.
you're the boss.
If I was forced to use biofreeze's lube in order to have sex with Willie, would I do it?
Yeah.
Again?
What about Tiger Bomb?
Okay.
It's so stupid. Why
Would
did
I
even
do
ask
it? Again?
Willie's like, I don't remember this.
He was.
She was blacked out.
He was sleeping. Welcome to the program.
That sounds bad.
Okay. There's so many people on the show now. CJ, here you go. CJ, it's time for Black Tab.
Beautiful. Couple of things. First thing, real quick, is R. Kelly is nasty.
Oh, gross.
That's not a surprise.
If you listen to his music, you're nasty.
Mama rolling that body.
If you still go to his concerts and put money in his pocket, you dumb and you nasty.
Yeah.
And okay, so
Even though I like that song so much, the remix.
there's great songs that I love from R. Kelly, and I'm sad that I can't listen when in the same context anymore.
Tell the
because
people why. And then, by the way, this is not a surprise because there were rumors in the
exactly.
past.
So that's my point, and it's now recently been reported that he's been kind of holding women in these houses that he's been renting on his property, and he tells them how to dress, when to eat. Men will come in, they'll face the wall. There's been reports of him teaching them how to have sex, and then he records it and he shows other people that
Here's
come
the most
over.
shocking thing too. And listen, sexual abuse is unacceptable
Right.
in every form. Demeaning and controlling anybody is unacceptable.
Right.
In addition to that, he makes them wear like jumpsuits, like
Yeah,
tracksuits.
so they can't.
How weird.
So their bodies can't look great in tight-fitting clothes.
And I could be you could cult me for a minute. Like I could follow a cult leader for some things. Like I believe wholeheartedly. I'm a family man. I like to follow. I commit to people. But the second you tell me I can only wear a jumpsuit, a tracksuit, that's when I'm going, yeah, I'm out of here.
Right.
There's something fucked up going on here.
And there's so many reports that are coming out, and I think one of
Not to make light of what's going on.
No, and seriously, and I think there's a woman who's like the madam of the girls who technically may have been like the best friend of the girl that he peed on in the video. There's all these like weird reports. So I say, even with all of that, there's comedians we joke about the R. Kelly peed on me thing. It's time we stop treating him as a joke and start looking at him as a predator. If he's a predator. Allegedly, but there's so many reports. The same way we can run over Bill Cosby and people are like, well, how can you he's not, Dr. Huxtable ain't real. He's not delivering babies. He was drugging women, trying to get to sleep with them. So allegedly,
he has been accused of that.
But R. Kelly is nasty, and I don't give a fuck.
We can all determine our own, but just like legal reasons, you have to say
I get
he has been
allegedly,
accused, right?
But I and his lawyer, we ain't got no cadence. Yeah, I get it. Allegedly.
Great.
Anyways, beyond
but we all have our opinions.
Yes, and he's nasty. But so Michael Vick was recently on a sports show, and he was asked about Colin Kaepernick being able to play again in the NBA, in the NFL.
Now, which team?
Some context. Who?
That's what this is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Do you know what team?
Just in general.
But do you know what team is this official yet?
No, it's not official. He was just talking about him being able to come back.
I know, but just as a side note, I think he's going to be doing backup with Seattle.
Oh, really?
The Seahawks.
After they...
Colin Kaepernick.
Wow.
So just a side note.
Okay.
Well, that's my Seahawks.
Oh.
And I only bring that up because I'm the only one in this room who's a Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
What is Seahawks?
I was like, what?
So please continue.
Okay. So now some context on Michael Vick, and I spoke about him before on the Black Attack, and speaking about Colin Kaepernick as well too. You know, he was a famed quarterback whose career came to an abrupt halt after he pleaded guilty for his involvement in dogfighting. So after spending time in jail, he was able to get back and play football again. So anyways, on the show, he said Kaepernick should go for a more clean-cut look, be more presentable to NFL teams. He also said that his political protests last season have nothing to do with him being out of the NFL. which you know that's bullshit. So I have to say to Vic, shut up.
Right.
So all Colin has to do is go get a mean fade from his barber down the street, and he'll be able to get back in. You know, that's pretty much saying, shut up, boy, take these spoons, go do a soft shoe dance for us, and then you can come inside and sip lemonade with the rest of us. I think that shit is stupid. I mean, it's Michael Vick of all people in the NFL saying this. Kaepernick could have a fade, a bald head. He's never playing in the NFL because his stance and his opinions. What saved Vick was that he was able to run a 4.2. Holla at the football people in the room.
Let me tell you something right now. Because really, and Steven, can you turn down my computer just a little bit? That's as low as it goes. Can you just turn it down a little bit? I'll tell you why Colin Kaepernick is no longer playing. It had nothing to do with political views. It was because of the 49ers record.
Well, I get that. Here's the thing.
If he would have performed on the field, everyone would look past his political views.
I get that, but I think it's more the political views. I really do.
You think if he would have won a Super Bowl last season, he'd still be fired?
I really think that the weight on him for the political views and him taking a knee was greater than him playing on the field. Now, I'm no big football fanatic. I will be the first to admit that. But I do believe that his stance on things really did put a stigma.
I think it affected him, but if he would have won the Super Bowl or performed at the level they were paying him to perform, he'd still have a job.
I don't think that, because there's a million others that still suck that I don't even know football that well that are still out there playing. But that's tomatoes, tomato.
Okay. Michael did perform. That's why they brought him back. I don't like that
no,
either.
that's what I say. Well, that's why. But still, it's comparing apples to oranges.
By the way, everyone,
for me.
Welcome to ESPN.
Kaepernick had one good season, the one and then he just imploded on himself.
Yeah. I'm thinking, and I'm just speaking in terms of his. I'm not speaking of the sports. This is Black Attack, in my opinion, in that. Yep. So I will say, forget Vic's stupidity. How in the hell is Vic's past as a criminal even remotely comparable to Kaepernick's decision to be an activist?
Right.
It's not, and that's
they're
two different things. But I think that's what the argument is here.
And I just think it's ironic that Vic is trying to school Kaepernick at this point. You're like, really?
But you know what? We could say who asked you, Michael Vick? But some reporter did. So I mean, he's just answering questions. Hey, we can agree to disagree. I agree with your sentiment. I just don't want to shit on Michael Vick, even though I hate Michael Vick.
I can't stand him.
Oh, I'll shit on him all day.
But
I'll shit him. That was just a coon statement to make.
He did go to jail.
And I'm sorry, and I stand by that wholeheartedly.
Wow.
But I will end this and say happy birthday, Nelson Mandela. You are a great human being for us to all look up to, so thank you for that. I'm holding motherfuckers accountable in this day and age, and I'm
Nelson Mandela held him accountable.
Yes.
CJ, thank you for your contribution to this show.
Kiss, kiss.
Kiss, kiss. Are we going to go to Mexican food afterward? I asked CJ before the show started, I go, do you want to go to dinner? And this invite goes to everybody here. Do you want to get Mexican food afterwards? You know what he said to me?
What?
I don't know.
That is literally what he said.
So maybe that's why I'm disagreeing with you during your Black Tag, because you are holding me back from getting carnitas fajitas.
That might be it, or it might be the fact that... No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
That was really butch, though.
I like it.
And by the way, I do feel like I'm pissing everyone off. Nikki, I really do like your choker.
Hold on.
I really do.
Oh, my birthday is Saturday, but no one acknowledged it again today on the podcast.
Oh,
no.
You dumb bitch. At that Mexican restaurant, there are balloons. There's a donkey.
No, you never even invited me till just now.
Yeah, that's part of the whole surprise. By the way, hey, Mark, will you call Trisha and have her get balloons and a donkey?
A donkey.
Are we doing a donkey show?
I was fucking born.
Wait, when's your birthday?
It's July 22nd.
Okay.
Saturday.
Hold on.
July 22nd.
Hold on.
Jesus.
It's not on my
Saturday?
calendar. I'm putting
It's
in
never been on your calendar.
Well, then whose fault is that?
We haven't missed it yet.
Nikki Boyer.
I thought you said it was last. But you meant it was last Saturday.
Last 6 years.
Hey, all day, repeat yearly, every year. Nikki, I will not have an excuse to forget your birthday next year.
Thank you.
When I do. Because it will be in my phone. And I'll say, oh, I can't believe I didn't remember. It's even in my phone.
I don't remember. What if you just walked out? I'm done.
Because I like you guys way too much.
Can I point something out here?
Yeah.
Just based on when we had Alaska Thunderfuck in here, and she said that I am the what did she call me? The
lightning rod.
Yes. And did you notice that no one's been attacking me today. I have not been a lightning rod, and now you guys are like attacking each other. You're attacking CJ. CJ's attacking you. You're attacking Nikki, and Nikki's attacking you back.
Mark is the necessary sacrifice. Put him in the Wicker Man. We have to kill him.
The Wicker Man.
I can't pick on you when you look nice.
Hey, Nikki.
Sure you can.
Yes.
Okay, Nikki.
Yes.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I got you Fig Newtons.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, just for clarification, your birthday hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you're mad at us.
No. I'm not mad at you. I'm furious.
No,
Okay.
I hate. What I really want to know, and this is and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Are we getting Mexican food, CJ? Are we going to go? Can you do it? Can you make it? Can we go? Is there any chance? Is there any chance that we can eat carnitas, fajitas, and yum yum chips and salsa? Yum yum.
Okay, because of that, guys. You get on my nerves. Because of that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hey, 1, 2, 3. Nikki, this is the time when you have been writing down throughout the show things we learned, what we learned today. Take it away, Nikki.
Did you forget?
What are sayings and things we've
Mark
said today?
said, I'm not the lightning rod. Someone else is.
Have you not been writing down?
CJ said, he's
Phrase
a
it.
coon.
No.
You can't.
Yes, I did.
No.
Wait, we can't say that.
Ross said, "Embrace your lane."
No, Nikki. Hey, Nikki.
He said it.
No, we're not supposed to say it.
Nikki, no. We don't say that.
It's not our word.
So, Nikki, if you weren't writing down, guess what? My birthday present to you is not highlighting that issue. I'm not going to bring it up.
During your interview with Danielle, you said, "Embrace your lane."
There you go. Mark is not talking all the show and paying attention.
I know this is amazing. It's because he's got a jacket on.
Mark. Minute fucking Mark.
All right, Mark. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? It's time for Minute Mark. Mark, it's 1 minute. It's the end of the show. Every week. Mark, take it away. It's time for Minute Mark.
But I wasn't doing this because I wasn't going to be much on here. But I do want to say it was really nice to meet all the people in San Diego. Thank you for the person that bought me the really big beer that got me really drunk. We really did appreciate all the people that came out and all the well wishes. I spent half of my earnings. I took Diana and Dory from my winnings and gave them a Mommy and Me mani-pedi this weekend. So that was fun. We kind of glossed over when we were talking about Willie and the dating game. That Willie said, men, women, anybody submit.
Accepting the profiles for the show.
He's not dating men or women. He's saying if you men want to write in, women want to, it'd be fun.
Okay.
But he's not dating men or women.
Okay. I thought he was saying, sure, I'll date whomever. So.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just assuming that's what you meant for the sake
well,
of the show.
Right? Listeners calling in.
Anyways.
I'm not going to call you, seek you out, and go, find you. Well, maybe have a crazy day.
Hey,
all right.
Listen, love is a crazy thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Who knows?
I'm looking over here at Fagsy holding Nikki's hand.
Love each other.
Thanks for making the end of your segment about me.
Soft as an easy chair.
Love
fresh as the morning air. Kids, Google it. Evergreen, sidebar. Okay, so here's the deal. San Diego was a delight. We had a fantastic time, and for those of you who could not make it, we do some shout outs. There's some extraordinary things that some listeners do. Bought tickets for people who couldn't afford tickets.
Yes.
One person bought 8 to 10 tickets for people that couldn't do it. So I mean, this group is amazing. You're gonna get to hear firsthand what it was like at the live show. We're gonna put that up for you. It'll be a surprise later this week, probably Friday. Right, we'll put that up. So please, you guys, stay tuned for that. What a wonderful show. Thanks to our guest, Tony Hale, whose film Brave New Jersey is out August 4th. Veep, of course, nominated for a ton of Emmys. He's nominated as well, so let's wish him luck at the Emmys. Also, the movie everyone's going to be talking about, I predict, is called PATYCAKE, $ for the S. We'll tweet out the trailers for both films, right, CJ?
Yes.
On Butch-Ricky?
Yep, Butch-Ricky.
Danielle MacDonald, thank you so much for being here. You're going to get to know that name very well, and we got her first. A big thanks to Fagsy. If you want to follow Fagsy Malone, you can find him on Twitter and Instagram at Fagsy Malone and artbyb.net.
Yes. Good. Thank you, Ross. Artbyb.net. Thank you.
Nikki Boyer is Nikki Boyer on Twitter and NikkiBTV on Instagram.
It is.
And a happy birthday to you, darling.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, everyone.
We'll do more for you, you know, when we ever get to it. And then Willie is always on my face. Which on my face. Or Will Sterling. Underscore.
Yep, that's me.
CJ Life, CJAYLYFE. Why? Because we love you.
Yes, real quick. Jordan's going to be opening up for Wayne Holtz in New York on the 21st this week.
Jordan, the Teen Talker?
Yes.
Is opening for Wayne Holtz, another listener who wrote a Black Attack theme.
So they're performing in New York this week at the Bronx Academy of Arts and Dance. If you're in the Facebook group, you can go and get all the details there or follow Jordan.
Thank you so much for that. Mark is Bob the Bucky. The show is Buttricky. I'm Hello Ross on everything. And follow us. Have a great week. We're going to see you next week. Stay attention to Buttricky for the schedule. There may be a time and day shift next week. Have a great one. We'll see you next time. Happy birthday, Nikki.
Thanks.
Thanks for listening to Straight Talk with Ross Mathews. Download an exciting new episode every Thursday at podcastone.com. That's podcastone.com.